Hello friends, this is Abhishek. Welcome back to the AngularJS video tutorials. Okay. Yeah. Today we are going to see how we can manage the form validation by using AngularJS, right? And if you want to watch my earlier videos on AngularJS, you can watch it on youtube.com/webboostings. Okay, I have created a simple playlist for that. Okay, here you will get all the videos as per according to the series. Okay, one by one, step by step learning, right? And if you want and all these videos are also available on infologs.in. okay, so I have referenced all my videos, all YouTube channel videos over here, and here you can also find the projects with the code, like if you see here, speech recognition in Android. Okay, here is the specific code for that, right? So you can you can learn the code as well as video tutorials, right? All the videos are available over here. Now let's coming back to the point, that is form validation. Okay, so for that form validation, I have created a simple example for that. I'll explain that and we'll check its output whether so it will become easy to understand, right? So in this video we have created an app called app01. We have referenced the AngularJS, which is located inside a JS folder, okay, and a script folder, that is app.js, okay, and we have a style, but I'll explain what will the use of this style, right? So I'll collapse it right now. Okay, and here our div is declared and created a controller, and we have assigned a short name for our controller, that is cont1, right? And we have registered our controller over here like controller1 and a callback function. Okay, we have created a three local variables, that is first name, email ID and phone number, right? And here we have created a simple table tag with the first name, email ID, phone number and a submit button. Okay, so currently we are going to use the form validations with the input controls. That's why we need to use the form tag. Okay, and if you are using AngularJS, then you have to specify the name for form tag, right? So on the basis of form tag, we are going to validate our form, right? So first of all, we have set the name is equal to form1 and no validate for the browser's default validation. It will execute the default validation of a browser, so we do not need that, so I'll disable it, right? And assign a simple method called ng-submit cont1. okay, this function will declare inside a controller1, so we'll declare that in our controller this dot submit form, and we are just alerting the values which we are going to assign in the text boxes. Okay, so how we can map this first name, email ID, phone number with our text boxes, right? So that's why we have used the ng model. Okay, whatever the value stored inside the input tag will assign to the cont1 first name. Okay, and the first name is over here, right? By default it will be blank, so no text box will get a value by default when it's load, right? And as soon as the form is submitted, we'll get the proper values of all the input elements, right? So first let's check the first name. Okay, what is the first name? So first of all, I have set it as a required. That means user has to enter a value compulsory. So let's run this in browser. Okay, the first name is required. Okay, and as soon as we typed it, it will get hidden because now the validation is okay for this field, right? But for that we should know how we have implemented that, right? So here I have used the span with the ng hide. Okay, whatever the value of this status, that is form1, then the first name is our element, and dot valid. What is dot valid? Dot valid is a property which is provided by AngularJS by default, right? It will show you the current state of particular element. Okay, that means what is the status of the first name element? Is it valid? Okay, if valid, it's become true, ng hide. If valid, then we are not showing this span tag, and if it's not valid, that means it's not blank, then we are going to show this stuff, right? See here, the value is filled, so it will remove this, and if we again remove the value, the first name is required, the message will get appeared, right? Okay, if you want to learn the different types of properties which is provided by the AngularJS, here I have listed all the stuff, okay, which we are using. That is the valid, the field content is valid, is invalid, okay, it will return vice versa. Dirty, the field has been modified. Okay, suppose anyone is loading the field first time, and then we are making changes in the text boxes, then the value of a dirty field get modified and it will not changed again. Okay, to change the value you have to refresh the form, right? The field has not been modified yet. Okay, if you want to check the field is modified or not, then you can use pristine, right? Touch end and untouched end. Okay, these are the different properties you can use as per your requirements. Mostly the valid is used, valid and dirty is mostly used, right? Now let's move to the email ID. Okay, for email ID we want two validations. One is our required field and the second is the valid email ID. For that, what we are doing, we have assigned the type is equal to email, name is equal to email ID, ng model is equal to email ID, which is located over here, right? Again we have specified the required, and here I am using again the form1 dot email ID dot error dot required. What is this required? Required like this. Okay, you can also use like this, or you can also use like this for the required, right? And for the valid email ID, again we are using the email ID dot error dot email. Okay, what is email? Email is our type, input type. And dollar error, what is dollar error? It's a collection of properties, okay, of predefined properties. Okay, now if you notice, if I click over here, currently it's showing email ID is required, right? And currently email ID is required, and now I'm typing something in it, so it shows the invalid email ID, and as soon as I type the correct email ID, it will set to green, right? Okay, now let's move towards the phone number, right? Here we have set the name, phone number, model. Okay, here we have a different kind of validations over here, right? First is required, second we have to specify a pattern, minimum length and maximum length. These are the 4 validations which we have implemented on phone number, right? So here we are using minimum length should be 10, maximum that is also 10. This field is required and this field has this pattern. Okay, whatever the pattern, just write over your pattern. You can also validate email ID by using the ng pattern, right? It will become more as per your requirements, as per your pattern, right? So here what we are doing, simply we are getting all the stuff from $error. It's a required, it's a pattern, minimum length and maximum length. We have given appropriate message for that. Now let's try this. So first of all, phone number is required. I'm typing the value. Currently it's showing the 2 validations are failed. Please enter a valid mobile number and please enter at least 10 digit. So I am adding a 10 digit. Okay, everything is perfect, but I am adding one more extra stuff. Again it shows the pattern is failed and the mobile number digit, the more than 10 digit, that is max length. And if I minimize it, again the pattern is failed and the minimum digit should be 10. Okay, so here you can make there is no use of pattern over here, because we have added a maximum and minimum length, right? It's just a example to show you guys how we can implement the different kind of validations, right? And on the form submit values, we have submitting all the form. So here again there are some different properties available for the form tag, like pristine, no fields have been modified, dirty, one or more have been modified fields, invalid, the form content is not valid, and valid, the form content is valid, submitted, the form is submitted. Okay, these are the different kinds of properties through which we can get the state of form, right guys? I hope you guys are okay. And one more thing, and that is the CSS. Okay, this is the predefined CSS dot input dot ng invalid. If the input is invalid, it will set its color to pink, and if the ng valid is valid, then it's set to light green. So as you can see over here, all the stubs are invalid, that's why it's showing a pink color, and if valid, it's set to green. Okay, right guys? So just start practicing this form validation as soon as possible, because once you started the practice, it will get understand very easily, right? And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. Till then, keep learning. Bye bye. And I just want to tell you about my video sponsors, DevMountain.com. Just because of them, I'm recording this video tutorial for you guys. Actually, they are running a coding bootcamp, and they provided a different kind of courses like a web development, iOS development, and UX design for the full-time and after hours. Okay, the main important point, they'll teach you everything that you need to take a job in this field. Okay, so I would like to request to just check out their website, devmountain.com, and I have already put down the links inside the description box below. And one more thing, if you do contact with them, just tell them my reference. Okay, till then, keep learning. Bye bye.